Well, hello there. Hi there. Welcome to Just Bird. I was going to go through the Spiritual Cycle Oracle by Tevada today because this has come in, but I have a pile or two, possibly even three, of decks that came in over the last year or less. We'll just say the last year that haven't been touched upon. So I thought I would share those instead and just give you a quick glimpse of this. And if you'd like to see a full walkthrough, just let me know in the comments. This is the Spiritual Cycle Oracle, and I purchased this from Tevada direct from their US website. And this is a black and white deck. I love how you can get both perspectives. It's like having two cards in one, but it's lovely. So it's a different style of reading, and there's a lot going on when at first glance. So just focus and see what the image is saying to you, and then take another look. There's a numerical value of each card in the corners. The card stock's great, shuffles well, does all the things. There's black with glitter. It's so pretty, so pretty. I don't know if the camera's catching it, but it is really pretty. And that's what the deck has to offer. New style of read. I love it. I'm drawn to these black and white decks. The absence of color, and I'm feeling the need to go in that direction. Like I'm pulling them out, the black and whites, and so forth. So another deck, I'm just going to go down this pile here, was the Simply Deep. This is the mass market edition, and it's by RP Studios. I brought this in. I don't like it. I just don't like the cardstock. I prefer James Battersby's deck. And I thought that it would be different cardstock. I thought it would be like his cardstock, like something similar at least. And it's different all the way around. And it's this glossy, shiny, sticky sort of cardstock. It'll do me type of energy if this was all that was available, but I have the indie version, and the purpose of purchasing this was so that I wasn't using the indie version, putting wear and tear, just, and thought I would pick up the mass market and put the indie on the shelf. But no, I got this, and this is not close as far as the cardstock. Is it a nice little deck? It would do me. It would do. But I have the other, and so since I have the indie, this will not suffice for me. But if I never had the indie, I'd probably keep this and use it. But I have to be honest, the cardstock would halt me from wanting to pick this deck up. It's almost like they just destroyed a masterpiece. Ugh. But there, that is. I do like the size of the card, but it's, the cardstock is not preferable for me. And that's the Simply Deep. Now, I have two of these. We have the gold ink, and then I have the Azure ink by Sue Hilder. It's like deck A and deck B. So I brought these in. I've never read with these. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. These are very old school Oracle style. So I like it, and they're on nice cardstock. It's linen and gold foil, gilt, whatever. Back in the day, everybody wanted the gilt. It made it look stand out is what it did. It was different. It stood out. It made it look classy. And then when the foil chips and makes your decks look gross, it's like, can I just cut this shit off? You know? But here's the deck. And there's a lot of cards here. They're very colorful. Angry people, don't engage with angry people. Superfoods. So it goes into different things. Intimate relationships, friendships. Friendship is the foundation of any good relationship. It's just, you know, all different aspects here. So, and then we have money. Manifest what you want by manipulating energy with your mind. So what you think about, you bring about, or whatever. They're trying to break that down, whatever they're trying to say there. Here's the deck B. So we have, again, a number of cards with silver gild. Very colorful. I don't know why I haven't picked these up. Probably just because I haven't been in an oracle kind of mood. I've been in a T-style type of mood as far as oracle, and I have a few oracles that I just regularly work with. But as far as the other oracles, like these, and even like Keelig, I've brought it out, I've worked with it, but I'm far more drawn to other style of oracle these days. I used to love this style, feeling trapped. There's always a way out of your difficulties. We've got lots. And this is like kind of star-seedy. The divine is sending you love and support. Better days are coming. That's more Christian. And then we get into the first wave of ascension. They are the star seeds, the way showers leading this ascension. Okay. We've got forgiveness, scam alert. It's like all over the place. So we have psychics. Some people are very gifted and they can see into the future. Yeah, and some of them are just, you know, scam artists. Water has memory, balance, work with scheduled rest and relaxation. Everything made of water is affected by thoughts directed at it. I don't know how this has to do. Maybe a memory of a past life partner. Spiritual protection. No guts, no glory. Call in Archangel Michael to protect yourself. Be brave. Go and do what you want to do. So, not very cohesive messages in combination. I don't really know if this is just one deck A, deck B, I don't know. I like this one better because it, I guess, if this, does this go here? Yes. And I'm going to utilize them at some point, I hope, or get rid of them. I brought this in and I thought I was going to work with it. It's lovely, but I've never read, and if I have, it was like a reading. I didn't take any time with this at all. You know, it didn't get a week's worth of play from me. I honestly don't think I read anything at all with this, and it's delightful, but it carries the vibe of another deck that if I want this imagery, I would go for the Naked Heart Oracle. It's not the same, but it's similar. In the other deck, it lacks the color. It's, you know, but when I want this style, that's usually what I'll go for. So this didn't, even though I brought it in, neither one of them got used. I'm not going to get rid of it because this past year and a half, it's just a matter of I was drawn to other aesthetics and I was tending to just nurturing a part of myself. But I love this, like, I love that. Look at that. Cobwebs, bugs, cups, bats. Yeah, this is my aesthetic. Like, all of it. It's just so pretty to me. So it's not gonna go anywhere. It just didn't get used because I've been in a pinkified, cutesified type of energy for a long time that I'm just now coming out of. So maybe this is the year, because this is so wild and cool. The Hirshfeld. I bought this because I like black and white. I like the absence of color, and I thought this would be great, but I didn't read with it. It may be because of the size of the cards, but because they're a little bit larger and they're heavy. They have a decent card stock. And this is by RP Studio too. How do you have this kind of card stock and do that to James Battersby's deck? Shame on you. But here we go, and it says all of the like Daddy Warbucks from the movie Annie, and you'll find that information at the bottom of all of the cards. So that's interesting aspect to the card, you know. And I just like the images. I thought they were kind of odd, you know, and I like odd. Oh my gosh. That's odd. That's one odd, mighty freaking forehead this lady has. That's what Juliet looks like, like she has an alien forehead. So yeah, I never read with it. But now that I'm seeing it, I think I would like to pair this with the Bad Girls Oracle for the Bad Girl archetype. That would bring color into the reading, and I just think that they would be kind of cool together now that I'm looking at the images. So does anyone else have the Hirshfeld, and what do you utilize it for? Any specific type of reads or just general reading? So pretty. The Naughty Oracle just doesn't get used because Rockpool, what are you doing with this card? I thought this was going to be a Rockpool card stock, and you gave me this. What is this? What's with the shiny shit? And I just was not for it. Not at all. It's like a bad shuffle. It doesn't feel good. The cards are like sticky. So it doesn't get used. I don't like when, you know, like, oh, I want to pick up one card, but 5 of them are going to come along, you know. Yeah, I just don't like it. But I do like the concept of this deck, and I have plenty of things that this can go with. So once I get over my card stock issue, which I'm doing as I go through it right now, I'll be able to pick this up. It's new, you know, it's not too old. It's about a month though, or maybe 2. And it's not because I didn't want to pick it back up. It's just I have been bombarded with other things, and I haven't been able to sort through anything or anything like that. Just other things taking its place, but it just didn't get touched upon. Dragon load of dense shit. Time for an energy clearing. You know, shit full shadow side. Balance your good and bad and ugly. Like, you really are a special type of fucktard. Shine your uniqueness, you know. Black holes suck. Don't let darkness hold you back. So I like the brass crash crass, I should say, of this deck, and it's naughtiness. So the Naughty Oracle by Naomi Beth will get used. It's not going anywhere. It just hasn't had its moment yet. Come on. Do you have to even ask? What's wrong with this already? Let's see. What's wrong with this? There's the other box. Here's your book. A box within a box within a drawer. It's so dumb. I'm so tired of it. And it's like you're not allowed to say that this packaging is dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb, it's dumb, it's dumb. And gravity takes hold of the drawer. It's dumb. Sorry, having a fit. Has a nice book. The colors in this deck are great. But do you really have to ask? Do you? It's sticky. Did I cut my deck? Yes. This one I started to trim. I haven't trimmed, it's only halfway done. I only trimmed the bottom. I have to mod these decks in order for them to fit my hand. So I cut the bottom. I'm going to trim the top, I think. Let me just shuffle and see how this feels. I want to trim the top for aesthetics, and that's it. Because this is a perfect size, and I had to do something because the size was too long, and I had to literally bend the cards in order for them to fit in my hands. And it's not a comfortable thing. So I was like, I like the deck, but I have to cut it. There's just no way around it for me. It's glossy. It didn't get used because it was too big, and I haven't yet figured out if I'm going to cut the top off. Beautiful color palette, but it's glossy, it's shiny. I guess for these, I don't know, type of colors, but it's the Magic Cats Tarot, and it's lovely. Beautiful images are just so darn cute. But I have to take the top off. There's just no way around it. And that's fine. It's fine with me. I have to take it off because aesthetically it just looks dumb. Like, with the top having and then nothing down below. So I'll take the top off there too. And I'll utilize this deck sometimes, but it's not a preferred card stock. But there isn't anything wrong with it now that it fits my hand. It's oversized as far as like longer than your standard tarot card, and it bends like back, and that's when you get those weird wonky shuffles and your cards are all bent and bowed and all that. I don't like it. But I love the images in this deck. It'd be playful and fun and spunky and pretty. Like, I love this pretty pink and all the purple in here, the greens that they used, it just pops. The colors are pretty, so it's not going anywhere. Who doesn't want a purple cat? Come on, Crockett. Can I dye your hair? And teal green. Ugh, I love it. So it's staying, but I haven't read with it because I haven't finished modding it. And, it's just, there's only so much time in a day. And if I have to, get rid of a deck, this one would go for the purpose of it's this dumb box. So dumb. Anyway, the Dark Earth Oracle, brought it in. I don't know I brought it in because it is unique, and I read it, and I pull cards just to learn the deck, not really with intention or anything, and have not read with it. It's all pink, flamboyant, what do you call that? Like flamingo pink. Bright fire energy. And really different titles and inspiration here, like soul cultivation, rebuild, self-mastery, hope, healing. That's kind of like normal, but like stewards and nourishment and the universal web, ancestral tapestry, integration, blockage, masters of reality, elements, thoughts and memory, language barriers, intention, evolution, divine timing, remediation, the great balance. So there's just a lot in the Green Earth Oracle. And I haven't done an actual reading with it yet. I pulled cards, like shuffle, pull, and read. Shuffle, pull, and read. But not cards with intention, but I really like the book. I do enjoy, what they have. They have upright, reversed. And then they have the somnium. So it's nice. Just hasn't been used. This, the images are so distorted that I can't use this. And I've never done a reading with this. I don't know why I hold on to it. It's just one of those, they're so distorted. Just can't read it with it. I love the other one. Those images are distorted too, but it's a handful of images versus with this deck, it was a handful of kind of clear. Like, they're all distorted in this deck. It was a disappointment. Got the Spooky Tarot. And that is the other one was the Black Hollywood's Romance Stars Part 2. I love the first one. If my deck wasn't so, like, if my images weren't distorted, it could just be a mess up with, I don't know, like a fluke with one deck, because she has some very good work and decks out there. This is the Spooky Tarot, and it's by Rick Wallace, and what I love about this is that here you're gonna know where the card it is derived from. Like the Fool is over the garden wall from 2014, so you'll know the name of the image and where the image comes from. It's such a cool deck. But I purchased it after the holiday, after Halloween, and I've never read with it. I'm excited to read with it. It's purple and teal and all, this one hits the spot. Look at Cotton Candy. But there's like Scooby-Doo and other nostalgic things throughout this deck. It's just a nice there's it. And Dracula. It's just, I don't know. It's all the things from, it's nostalgia. There's Scooby and Scrappy-Doo. So if you're into Halloween and Gremlins, horror, it's all throughout this deck, and it'll have you chuckling when you see your favorites. And that's what makes it so great, is like just a little bit of something for everyone. The Simpsons. I wasn't expecting to see The Simpsons in the deck when I got it either. But I haven't read with it at all. I'm eager, though, for the season. Oh, where's the Scooby-Doo? I know, I think we had one. Hocus Pocus. There's Charlie Brown. I love it, you know. I love it. It just brings up, like, memories. That's what this deck is, a deck of memories. Over the garden wall. More Snoopy. Charlie Brown. The Craft, that was... who is that? Kick Bar. Just a really cool deck of nostalgia. And that isn't going anywhere. And I believe it's still available on Etsy. I'm not sure, but I believe so. I bought mine after Halloween, after October of last year. I'm not really sure when. I also picked up the over Tarot of the Unknown, the 5-year anniversary edition. And I got the book, the Traversing the Unknown. Very nice, but I haven't read with it at all. I don't know when I got it or when I brought it in or if I'll ever read with this, but I've watched the movie a few times. It's so cute. I love the frogs, and this deck really hits it on the head. Adorable. Like, I can't wait to read with this, and I hope that I pick it up this year. Even if I want to use them now. I don't see why I can't, it's not that I can't. I can. I haven't, but I haven't read with it yet, and I'm excited to. Oh my goodness. Such a good job. Like, seriously. She did a really good job on this deck. It's just, but this is available. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But this is number 327 out of 500. So there's still some left, I believe. So if you didn't get it the first time around, like I didn't, I didn't have it the first time, but oh, so adorable. And she stopped because of, there was a holdup with production and everything because of all of the, the dupe decks and the copies being made. And it's just so disheartening to the artist. And she talks about that. And the Hellow, which I haven't read with because I brought it in at the end of last year, and this was from 2024 by Destiny. And this is the one that I'm going to gravitate toward. This was number 903. So if you had number 903, I have your deck. And it's in perfect condition. It's the cardstock. This cardstock just doesn't, it's the same as, the tarot in space. It's never gonna fade or nothing. I love it. But I haven't read with it, and I want to so bad because, but I brought in the little Buddha at the same time, so I used the little Buddha, so that wasn't, since it was just a deck, a regular non-themed, well, I mean the theme is little Buddha, so I used that that got me over wanting to use something new, hump. But I, like, who doesn't want to read with this all the time? Yes, please, and more of these. I love it. And you get everything you need for a reading, you know, throughout the cards. But, like, this imagery is incredible. I like it. You're it. Yeah, so you know, I want more of this imagery, more of this card stock. I want more of all of it. It's just perfect. Yes. So that came in, but it came in at the end of the year. Like, this is the Three Trees Tarot, and I brought it in last year, and I never read it. Not once. Haven't read with this. Not because I don't connect with it or anything. It's not that. It's just I had the Orenda, and when I got the Orenda was what took the place of everything else. So I didn't use this at all. But this season, like, it's not even this season. It's like when I feel inspired, right? Because the Heartwood has been calling me, and now that I'm seeing this imagery, I want to pull decks like with this type of imagery, you know. Maybe because, I don't know, it's Easter, and today was like the first morning I woke up and it was warm, like warm. Use the all the way at, like, yesterday, all the way up until today. Entire basket. I'm just grabbing right off the top of the basket, whatever. Oh, this is the Unconscious Tarot. And I bought this to go with an oracle. But it didn't match. The oracle is absent of color, but there was one weird card in here that I was like, that art style will match. And once I got the entire deck, it doesn't match. But I really like this deck. Like, I like the art in it. However, I'm not so sure about reading with it. But why not? You know, I'll try. I don't think it's too busy, but it is too busy for what I prefer. But I don't think it's too busy for me to read with. I like, looks like colored pencil. Like, I love that. Like, some of these images are just very, you know, but it is busy and a bit loud, so I have to take my time with the images, that's all. I love the green with the pink spots. It's so pretty. Like, the deck itself, just pretty. But I've never read with it. But look at... And she does send in, like, a booklet. It's stapled together. It's but she does send information to go along with her deck. It's not just without information. So cool. But I never read with it. Like, these images are cool, though. Very cool. Yeah, it's nice. But do I see the Three of Wands in there? I don't know. I only see 2 wands, so... Unless she's the third. I'll have to read the literature, the book, study those images. The Unicorn's Journey Tarot. No, I never read with this. It's like too small, and you know, that's it. Just too small. I can't shuffle. It's you know, too small. And it's very pretty though. Like, that's very pretty. Vibrant colors, very pretty. I haven't read with it though, because it's so small. But I do have a plan for when I do, and that is to utilize this with like as a tarot tile, and just use it on Jamie's tarot boards, like her tarot tile boards. I'm talking about Jamie Sawyer's boards. I'm just looking. These are very interesting little unis. But everybody has it. Everyone, you know, talked about this, but I don't see anyone reading with it. Like the readers, like I'm saying, a lot of the decks that I have, people aren't reading with. And I'm just wondering why. Now, the people that are talking about the decks online, like the walkthroughs and stuff, they say they're reading with them, and that they giving readings with all the decks that they talk about. I just haven't, they don't read online, so I don't know. I just don't see online readers reading with this. And many of the decks, I haven't seen any online readers ever pick up the Dark Earth. You know, I've seen online readers read with the Simply Deep, the other version, not the one that I showed today, the mass market. But this is just too small, and I had planned to use this spring with Jamie Sawyer's boards, and I still will. You know, the spring just sprung, but I haven't done any boards lately. But I'm not back in my reading room yet. So I'm getting there now that I woke up warm. So it's that time. Now I'll be able to work back there. So it's not going anywhere. It has a purpose. It just didn't get read with yet. Same with this, the Metatonia Marseille. I haven't read with this. So pretty. So pretty. So pretty. That blue is so pretty. What I got going on here. And the Marseille is so nice. I love this. I'm going to pair this with the Three Trees Tarot, the mini, the Oak, Ash, and Thorn mini. I think these would look nice. I love this muted, chalky, it's like a lavender here. I don't know what to color. And the pinks that she used. I love just every tone. So earthy. And perfect for that season. But this past, like, I didn't get into, you know, I'm not as seasonable of a reader as I thought. I'm a moody reader. I love this sun. So pretty. So pretty. And well depicted. Yeah, her art is just exquisite. So I did pick this up, and I have not read not one time with it. And I'm just feeling the buttery lusciousness of these cards between my fingers, and it's delightful. I love the size of this deck. So nice. So just another one, but I haven't read with it. Gorgeous. Just haven't read with it. It's not going anywhere. I have no desire to rid myself of this at all. There's only a couple, like a handful that I'm like, yeah, I really should just get up off of them and get them out of here. Because, I mean, yeah, I can sit and wait, but I know myself pretty well. I'm not going to pick certain things up. Even though I like the cards and I, you know, like the this'll do me effect. It won't. Not when there's something else that in my mind is spectacular. I'm not ever going to reach for something less than that when there's something more. All right. I don't know what I was thinking. We got Bigfoot and Avocado by the same, they're by the same creator. They're just little decks and cheapy cardstock. Cheapy, though, cheapy decks. I love the aesthetic. Who doesn't love Bigfoot? So we have the Hermit. Bigfoot's wisdom is solitude is golden. Unless you're being hunted, then it's terrifying. The Seeker, the Hunter, the Tower, the Trickster. Bigfoot's fun. Play a prank or two. Just keep them harmless and hilarious. So I'm keeping them. I'm not like gonna get rid of them or anything. She has her little instructions included, and they're just, you know, who doesn't want to see that? Whatever. I've never read with them though, and they're cute. They are really cute, and these are just little avocado dudes. Like, they're cute, and I have to remember that I have these, right? For purple, when I'm doing purple readings, and because we have persistence, anxiety, divine timing, disappointment. Like, there isn't anything here that says this is a terrible oracle. No, this is a fun oracle, and it has good titles and meanings here, you know, recognition, great job, you deserve it. Maybe some people have a hard time succeeding and need to hear that, like, you're doing great, you know, business opportunities, broaden your horizons, get out there and network a little more, heartbreak, have a good cry and let it go, right? So little avocado dude, I like you. I gotta learn to pick you up. That's what I need to do, is put these in a basket so I can see them. Where I have them housed is probably why they haven't been picked up. I'm not gonna open it, but Penny Dreadful, they're just, she's out of print, and I haven't opened it up yet, and I'm not opposed to opening her up. I just haven't yet. Maybe for the Halloween. I'm just gonna put that over with the Halloween decks. May as well keep them all together. The Mushroom Hunter's Arcanum. Again, what? I don't know what I was thinking. It was an indie deck. It was affordable. But I've never read with it. Never read with it. Will I though? Yeah. I like this gold. This isn't, it's a different gold trim. I like it because it's not that shiny. It's different. But here it is. I like the color palette here, like these blues and greens there. Okay. Mushrooms, uh-huh. Uh-huh. mushroom heads. But yeah, I don't know why I got this, why I thought I would read with this. I never got the you know, the nightscape one, the mushroom tarot. I forget the name of it, but a lot of folks have it. I didn't get that one because it was mushrooms and I didn't think I could connect with mushrooms. So I end up with this, which is leaning into like a lot of the Rider-Waite-Smith colors that I don't dig, but it's not really the Rider-Waite-Smith colors. Only this card is traditional. Like, I love that. I'm gonna have to read with this. I think if I do, I'll probably reconsider the other, because if I can read with this, then the other one shouldn't be so bad. Just don't have enough knowledge about mushrooms to know if the mushroom that's being used is being represented properly, and I don't know, you know, the properties of the mushroom to know if the information is solid or not. So I'm a bad judge of whether or not this deck is, you know, good. Gorgeous. The art is nice. But I've never read with this. I love this card. It's such a good puppy. But yeah, I've never... But now that I'm seeing more people in the deck and, you know, not just mushroom. And I like this cardstock. Very nice. So this you can pick up. It's created by Joe Buckley, and I think it's still available on Etsy. I purchased mine from the creator, not used. I was seeing it in used market, like for far more than what you can pick it up from Joe, but it's still available, is what I'm saying, if you are interested. All right. The Flower Child Tarot. I think I'm just waiting for summer on this, but I brought this in and I haven't read with it. It's kind of a heavy cardstock. There's your backings. It's a cool deck. This is really a cool deck. But I haven't read with it yet. And I think it's just because I brought it in at a time that, well, I was using color anyway. But I think this wasn't cutesy enough for me. I think it's just, you know, I just not my aesthetic at the time that I brought it in, and it never got used because something else came in. I like the cardstock. Well, it's not going to fade or break or anything. These are like plastic, I think. I don't know, but it feels like plastic. Could be. If it's not, it could be coated plastic. But there's definitely something. It's so wild. I love that card. Like, it's just wild. I like a lot of this deck, but I haven't read with it yet. Maybe the deck was too heavy at the time, because sometimes if a deck is too bulky and too heavy, and I bring it in when my hand is acting up, I won't be able to use it. It'll set aside, and this is a heavy deck. That's why. It could be the reason, could just be the season. And again, not a deck that I'm seeing readers read with online, and that could be because of the cardstock. because it's heavy. And, you know, if you're reading online, you want everything like just smooth sailing. Let's see. I like the cardstock, and the shuffle is okay. I don't feel any sticky or anything like that. But it could be a very heavy experience. So, yeah, I like the cards. I love the message. It's great. Yes. There is a book. This is by Kira Cyan. Really? This is the Rebel Witches. Yeah, there's that. And let's not forget another box. And here's their gravitational pull drawer. And a book. Bright. Nice book. Gigantic, oversized, big cards. Glossy. And it's heavy. They're not as difficult to shuffle as the cat tarot was. I want to say that these might be slightly smaller than the cat tarot. Haven't used this because I got the other witch one, and what is it, Find Your Magic or whatever, and that one was too big, and I ended up just cutting it down, and that one sufficed. So it's a matter of preference over the cards. But I have this one, and it hasn't gotten used because I used the other one that I cut down and made my own. But I have this, and I don't have to cut it. It's not even like real good to cut. I mean, I suppose you could cut those borders off, but you'd be cutting into your number 2. Same with the bottom. I don't think you might be cutting just to the bottom of, if you have to cut. But it's a pretty colors, and it didn't get worked with because I chose the other one, but it's not going anywhere because it's a new year, and since I used the other one, I might not reach for it in the future, where it lost, it may lose its magic since I've had a good bout with that one. But this one can't lose its magic yet because I haven't done anything, worked with it yet. And I do like it. But when I brought it in, it wasn't its season. What I was searching for, I just kept getting disappointed, right? I kept getting these stupid box decks, right? I got the first witch one, which I love the aesthetic, but then it's this obnoxious size, and it's glossy, and it's sticky, and everything that so I'm like already about the deck, like already negative. After I cut it, it shuffled fine, and it's great, but I didn't cut it, and I purchased this. And then I get this, and it's the same glossy, same box, different author, different manufacturer, all the way around, same experience. But this one is a little bit better as far as this, and I had literally made the decision to choose between the two of which one I was going to use last year, because and I chose the other one. And I don't think this one, when I go to use this one this year, I'm not going to cut it. The other one I had to, because of the size of my hands. But this one, is a little bit better. Smaller slightly for my hand. I'm not bending them to make them fit to shuffle or anything. It's the maximum though, and it is quite bulky. It is just quite bulky, and my fingers are stretched. But I was looking for the aesthetic of the everyday witch is what I was looking for. And I have the everyday witch, but I had put her away years ago, like in 2018 or 19, because I just couldn't see. But since I put her away, I've been through 2 sets of lenses, and I can see that deck now. So I pulled out the everyday witch, and that was literally the aesthetic that I had been chasing. And now I have this, and I have the everyday witch, and I have the other, what is it? Find Your Magic? I'm not sure. But the other witch one from this year. So I don't need any more of this aesthetic at all, because I've chased it and I found it in multiple different ways, but am ultimately going back to the beginning. But I will use this year. It's just ridiculous to, continue to buy the same aesthetic. Well, this didn't get used. I bought this Wild Soul Oracle off of Amazon. It was cheap. I wanted to see what it had to offer, and it's not bad for a cheap oracle. It looks like it will go with some character decks, and like the life story, the 78 stories tarot. It looks like it might actually go well with them, but this isn't bad. The cardstock's not bad. This is like a $7-8 oracle sold on Amazon, and it is by Lila Ravenswood, and I kind of like it, but it's fairy tale-ish. The Beetle adaptation. And so what I like is the title and the keyword. So we have preparation for the squirrel, patience for the turtle. We have the corral is foundation, or is that coral? The coral is the foundation. The worm, renewal. The shark, drive. So it's a good little oracle, a simple oracle that could satisfy some folks' need, especially if they have these like fairy tale type decks that they're looking for that gentler energy. And this imagery may work, and it's a good little positive, I should say. It's like a positive oracle. So it'd be good for a teen. I don't think I got this from Amazon Vine. I'm pretty sure I got this, that I paid for this. But it was cheap. Okay. So very nice. World Bunnies. But I used the other bunny oracle, not oracle, tarot, the Starry Bunny. And I will use this year. It didn't get used because I'm not into this color palette yet. It'll have its moment in its time. So this one didn't get used because I used the other one. The one that was more spring-like, in the color palette. This will be great for in the fall, or when I use a few other decks that have these muted color, that has this color palette, the mustards, and all of that. I have a couple things that aesthetically match, but they're not out right now, and it's just not the season for it. I look at the 8 of carrots. Some long ass carrots. But, you know, I picked this up on Etsy, and it was a nice buy. It was a good purchase. Anything with bats, you know? Bat bunnies. So there you have it. The world bunnies. And I haven't read with it at all. I love the backs. I love that color combination. Is lovely. But I never read with it. I brought it in. It's a good little tarot. But I think this one is for the summer. And that's why it hasn't been worked with. I wasn't in the mood for it when I brought it in. But look at that. I'm in the mood for that right now. Can I get one of those? Yes, please. And it's getting to be that time of year. I feel like New York is a summer deck for me. It's the time of year that I want to be in New York. And yes, give me a pie. You know, I have another New York City tarot. It was from Etsy. It's lovely. And I love that. I love that New York City deck as well. And this is fine. This will do. It shuffles fine, but it's those dumb bowed decks, you know. But they shuffle nice. As long as you're not trying to riffle shuffle, you know, because bending this bag is not going to be easy. But this overhand shuffle is very satisfying. I just don't like cards that don't want to lay down, and you got a little rat in the box there. It's just, that's New York for ya. Yeah, and pizzerias, Avocados, everything. So, New York. It's the New York City Tarot. And it didn't get any play by me. Not one reading. It's the NYC Tarot.